It's no secret that there are a lot of subreddits just based on kinks and fetishes. We've got our feet, our vor, our scat. Looking into that last one, they actually seem a little more wholesome than that. But there is one fetish subreddit that's just... it's more than a fetish subreddit. The fetish subreddit whose founder founded the fetish just as an experiment. Welcome to Paraphiliology, where we make love, not kink shaming. The story of Fedlegs begins when its creator, Jim the Feeder, had a dream about a woman with yellow painted legs. And even as a kid, he was too embarrassed to bring it up to his parents. So the dream just kind of fostered in his brain the way that dreams do. Jim began developing a backstory to the dream, all very discreetly, hoping that he can develop a world of his own. A parallel universe where scantily clad women are punished for showing too much skin by having their legs painted yellow. Within this universe, the man painting these women's legs is an evil scientist by the name of Charles Fed Ostrong, or Ostrong, I don't know, aka Dr. Fedleg. Jim took inspiration from Nathaniel Hawthorne's The Scarlet Letter, where, welcome to English class, the protagonist, Hester Prynne, is forced to wear a scarlet letter A to reveal that she's an adulterer. As he continued to build a world around this Dr. Fedleg, he began to have the idea of trying to turn this into some sort of online fetish. Partially just out of curiosity, but also because he did see it as a fetish for himself. Jim would quickly learn that the world of fetish is just like the economy. There's a market for everything. It wouldn't be until an Ask Reddit in May 2019 that the subreddit really blew up, when a user by the name of Chonky Wind asked, "What are some really, really weird subreddits?" Lil Gherkin replied with a really detailed explanation of both the fetish and the background of the subreddit. It is a subreddit dedicated to the fetish of a man, named Jim the Feeder, of women with their legs painted yellow. Not the torso, not the feet, just the legs, and specifically the color yellow. It is named Fedlegs because the fictional process for getting their legs yellowed is known as feeding the legs. All in all, a very benign fetish, but the lore of the creator is what I think makes this a real contender. As this reply to the Ask Reddit blew up, it brought a lot of traction over to the subreddit. Jim the Feeder would write up an extensive explanation of the lore of the world of Dr. Fedleg, and speak a little bit about its origins. Charles Fed Ostrong, CEO of Ostrong Achievements, more commonly known in his universe as Dr. Fedleg, a man with a vision and a mission to create a perfect world. This includes solving crisis after crisis, saving the planet's sentient and non-sentient creatures, and to restore what he believes to be modesty to those who live on Earth. Dr. Fedleg believes that the women of the planet have lost just that. Provocative clothes seem to be treated as casual nature to them. Short dresses, skirts, shorts, and low-cut tops. He's determined to restore order and has devised a way to do it simply, effectively, and in his mind, artistically. Years ago, when I was very young, I had a weird recurring science fiction-esque dream, where girls who showed off their legs had them turned yellow by means of a permanent paint. I used this idea to attempt to create an extremely strange erotica, see if I could pull it off successfully. It seems as though I managed, but have since decided to abandon the idea to explore a more useful side of the universe. One that instead can be used as a platform to satirically explain sexual assault and political injustice. Fedleg's universe can be explored in two different ways, through psychology and plot, which I have come to prefer. Still, I admit that the concept began as an attempt to create an original fetish for the world. To my knowledge, that had never been done before, and I wanted to see if I could pull it off. I succeeded, it seems, but the concept has since become about world crafting, character exploration, and parallels to the world around me. In fact, as the subreddit began to soar in popularity, Jim began to regret building the world around the basis of a fetish, and wanted to focus on writing stories about the world of Dr. Fedleg, and close the subreddit altogether. Attention all! It's been a wild ride, but I've decided to close the subreddit. When this all started, I wanted to run an experiment and see, as you know, if I could successfully create a fetish, and lo and behold, I seem to have succeeded. That being said, along the way, I fell more in love with the stories I was able to tell within this universe and the lore that I was building. I don't want this universe to be associated with fetish community anymore. I mean, it's the internet, so regardless, everything is a porno version of it. But at the end of the day, I think this story has the power to help people if it's used as the right type of platform. So I'm joining up with a group of female writers to expand upon the world of Dr. Fedleg and tell different stories set within his universe. I hope you all have enjoyed your stay, and who knows, maybe you'll hear more from the evil Dr. Fedleg in the near future. Take care. But you can't just run away from the world of fetish like that. See, there were a lot of people who wanted to continue to post on the FedLegs subreddit and keep creating this content. Some people even felt a little gypped, thinking that Jim flew the coop just to chase the bag. But fear not, fetish enthusiasts. After the insistence of the subreddit, his girlfriend, and a few of his friends, he realized that it wasn't right to leave it all behind. I mean, at the end of the day, this was the genesis of the narrative's popularity, and the community was not ready to have it taken away quite yet. Because who could ever get enough of those FedLegs? But as of right now, Jim has completely turned over a new leaf in the world of FedLegs. Like he said, he's working with that anthology book, and along with that dropping in the fall, he's going to be releasing a short film, which I'm very eager to watch. And even better yet, all the proceeds will be donated to sexual assault charities, so I'll be sure to signal blast that whenever it drops. In the meantime though, that's all she wrote. If you like the story of FedLegs, you might also like my Bigfoot erotica video, where I take a look at Bigfoot erotica and the story behind its most prolific authors. And if there are any burning topics that you'd like me to cover, you can drop it in the comments or reach out to me on my socials. And if you want to be my boss and hold this channel accountable, you can join my girlfriend on the Patreon and have your name featured right here. In the meantime, remember to make love, not kink shaming.